let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino gang.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me.
Tell 'em.
So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chibabi man. Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Looking to raise your rep? Check out these events coming up in the neighborhood. And now let's check out the latest legends in NBA 2K20.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Our matchup tonight taking place in San Francisco as we watch the Warriors go up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, a finals rematch. They better be ready. As the defending NBA champs, everybody's gunning for them, but especially the runner-up. And you look at Draymond Green, emotional. He admits that sometimes it gets the best of him. But Shaq, he also says he'll never change.
Yeah, you don't want to take away that fire. You know, his greatest weakness is one of his greatest strengths.
Wow, that was pretty prolific.
Thank you.
I'll tell you. As long as the fire is channeled in the right way, guys, though, that can be a judgment call. You know, but he's got a lot of success, and that team has had a lot of success based on his play.
And that does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
There it is, the Ferry Building in San Francisco, just down the road from our broadcast setting tonight. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Along with Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, Emmy-nominated writer-producer Bill Simmons. Again, you're in the seat, and again, we're so lucky to have you.
I can't believe Brent Barry's here. How'd you get him?
And told him that you were going to come in.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of sushi. And told him you were going to join us.
Wow. 4 of the greats. I'm so delighted to be here.
Hey, Dave.
Well, for a team that has the unbridled ambition of the Golden State Warriors, moving to San Francisco is fitting. A city whose fortunes have risen astronomically in this era of new technology. Now in Oakland, the Warriors were comfortable and successful in an arena that they had played in since the late 60s. But for a franchise that aspires to be light years ahead of the competition, moving to a billion-dollar stadium seemed obvious. Kevin?
Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Bill, hypothetically, 2-on-2, Steph Curry and Del Curry against Klay and Michael Thompson. Which family tandem wins?
Are they playing right now, or are we
No, they're going back in their primes.
So it's prime against prime.
Prime against prime.
I think
this is right in your wheelhouse.
I think Klay and Michael would win because Michael Thompson he was really good back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't think Del Curry or Steph Curry could have handled him in the low post. I think if they were playing now, the Currys would be like 20-point favorites. They just shoot threes.
I think Del can still shoot.
I think Del should be in a team. They can't. The Rockets couldn't have put him in the corner like Ryan Anderson. I think he can still play.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for the Warriors, we've got Lee. Draymond Green is out there with Chris. Then it's Curry. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
Yeah, Draymond just eating glass that time on the inside, finding some room, carving out space. Great activity.
Yes, that goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the basket by Curry.
A consistency from the distance that Steph shoots at, I think, is one of the more astounding parts of his accuracy from the three-point line.
VanVleet with the bucket.
You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
On the wing, Lee. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The drive by Lowry. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lowry's got his second bucket tonight.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Curry can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Siakam misses.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Bill, defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
2 shots.
Yeah. I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work, yeah. Just you could figure, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. He's perfect from the line this time.
There's always arguments about how Draymond Green thinks he should get more calls. And maybe he's right, but for a physical guy, he does not spend a lot of time at the free throw line.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Curry with a wide open look, and the Warriors miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now here's Lee. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Suns in Phoenix. Here's Anunoby. Green with the rebound.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And the basket by Curry.
A catch-and-shoot opportunity for Steph. It's just effortless.
Lowry from outside. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Lee outside. Curry against Lowry. Curry's shot is off.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Anunoby, good. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
still
turning
young
25 this year.
Yeah.
I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I pick.
Raptors leading by 5. The baseline J. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Lowry against Curry. Pass to Chris. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Now, Marquise Chris, you got to remember, 240 pounds, so scoring through contact is possible.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
At the elbow, Lee outside for Curry. A three-pointer, Wiggins. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Back to Lee. Six on the shot clock. And a deep three from Curry. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services, and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Now here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Well, for everything he's going to give you as a great scorer, Curry's still a point guard and has some serious skills in setting up his teammates.
Lowry against Curry. And the basket by Lowry. Lowry's got 15 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Wiggins. And he really played well against Denver. And a wide open look for Lee. Misses the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. And a wide open look for Siakam. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Raptors lead by 7.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Curry. And that one goes long.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Powell, that's good.
Just playing with poise and confidence. Man, they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And the Raptors with some changes. Boucher is checked in, and it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Pascal Siakam. Raptors on defense. They have a 9-point lead. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Hollis-Jefferson. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
And the basket by Pascal. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. Mm-hmm. We don't know what planet
he
was.
Otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite.
Oh.
Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too, don't you? I love the fact we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over playing.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball. Mm-hmm. It's give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah. Powell pulls it in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Puts one up from 19, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Raptors lead by 13. And so it's Golden State with it. Knocks it loose. Here's McCaw, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And the Warriors with possession here after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Goes up the baseline, and again it's Toronto converting.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
It's off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Here's Poole. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's McCaw. Lays it up off the glass. McCaw has got 10 points.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about it.
And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care
our
about
name is
it.
attached to it.
Yeah. I also, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. They're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. Here's Pascal. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Here is Davis. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now on the scoring column with that bucket, 1 for 2 this game.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Warriors trail by 16. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Poole. Count that one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Davis. Makes it off the glass.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Davis has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. He tries for 3. And the Warriors get it back. To the inside, Pascal, an easy 2 points on the layup. Pascal's got 6.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. We've seen a handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. It's so much money and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario of it, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. That's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year for somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around
You can't
him?
maneuver.
You can't. No. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
A percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32, even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Warriors trail by 20.
Personal foul.
First personal foul, teams first.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And Poole gets it to go.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And that one drops for him. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Here's Powell, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Powell's got 8. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, or the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional, right?
Absolutely.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Warriors. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happened.
And guys, for the Warriors, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
And it's Green with the jam.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Here's Van Vliet. And again, it's Toronto converting.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Curry with the 3. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 9 points.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys. building off that efficient first quarter.
Siakam, good.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Green, the pass to Lee. Outside Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. Lee with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
To the middle. And Chris throws it down.
Now, Marquise Chris is becoming one of those guys you got to see when he's jamming it down.
Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 points in the quarter. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And that one's good. Wiggins.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. We've got a second, so we'll bring up a list of shooting guards that have been red hot at the free throw line over the past month. Raptors leading by 23. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Lowry's got 17 now.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now here's Lee. He's got 5. And here is Curry. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now, Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
Here's Lowry. And that one hits back iron. Golden State's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Right side Curry. Wiggins trying to free himself up. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Lee.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Yep, that one goes. Van Vliet's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Curry can't get it to go.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
It's blocked.
That's some good use of the length right there from Marquise Chris, reaching out and swatting that one away.
Here's Siakam. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 10. The Warriors shooting in the second quarter has been superb. 58% from the field. And that one's good. Green.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Raptors leading by 23. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Anunoby's got 6.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Outside Curry. Back to Wiggins. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Siakam. Raptors shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Wiggins outside. And the pass to Chris. 6 to shoot. Lee finds Wiggins. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Yep, it counts.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Siakam against Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Raptors, Siakam. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Max on the first.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Toronto. McCaw, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Powell in for Fred VanVleet. Siakam hits them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Lee outside. Chris kicks to Curry. Will it go? Hands it from downtown. Curry's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Warriors.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now here's Curry. He's got 14. But they get it back. To the paint. Here's Pascal. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
The shot by Lowry, no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Curry's shot is off.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Ibaka, no luck. And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue it.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
I will.
All right,
There's your number right here on my speed
You
dial.
have my number. Call me.
You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
And the Raptors call time here. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Raptors with some changes. Boucher is checked in. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Nuggets. Here's Powell. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Powell's got 8 here in the quarter.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Here's Wiggins. And that one is off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Warriors shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. It's deflected.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Powell. Here's Siakam. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Golden State.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
First free throw is good.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Siakam hits them both. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, here's Pascal. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
No good from McCaw. And so it's Golden State with it, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked, but the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Toronto ahead, running away with it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, Draymond, at times in that first half, they got it going in transition. Why were they able to beat you defensively?
I don't think it was so much defensively, it was offensively. You know, we turned the ball over, and you can't defend that. You know, when they get out running, their guards are going to get loose. So we just got to stop turning the ball over offensively, and that'll help our defense a ton.
Yeah, your coach calls them plays of insanity, Draymond, so we'll see if you can adjust that in the second half. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kyle Lowry had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 17 points and 5 assists. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
it, we gon' get it till it's ours.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. Chris gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Now here's Curry. Green finds Chris. 5 on the clock. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
90 seconds now into the second half. They double team Curry. Pass to Lee. Now Green. Ibaka with some nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Brent, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. Here's Curry after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 19 points.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
Lets it fly from 18. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. Ibaka right side. The quick look, no good that time. Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Curry with another miss. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Basket good.
Nice job by Steph, just getting clever around the hoop and finding a way to get that one to the rim.
Here is Lowry, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Lowry, good.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Curry fires from way outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
VanVleet with it. Now defended by Wiggins. VanVleet can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Curry is inside. Now recovering. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for Siakam. Thomas comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. That's good from Stephen Curry.
Well, the engine of this Warriors team, without a doubt, the incredible backcourt of the Splash Brothers.
Think about Clay's injury and just how much of that impacts this season. It's only a matter of time before he gets back into the lineup, but still devastating, that 1-2 punch of Curry and Clay.
Toronto shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
A 5-time All-Star. Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
Curry passes to Green. The three. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Raptors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
Now here's Curry. 27 points for him. Lee gets the bucket.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Davis. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the wide open shot from Green. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here is Curry following Kyle Lowry's three. The shot by Curry, no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road.
Deceptive and skilled at that guard position. When Lowry's scoring like this, good luck trying to defend him.
Now here's Lee. He's got 11. Pass to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. The shot by Curry, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Shoots over Curry, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Timeout called the Warriors. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You've combined 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it, and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
tough
all of those
defend,
guys,
right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin. On top of that, if we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Let's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Here's Pascal. 12 points for him. Curry's got space. That one's off, still out of sync.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there, much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
The shot missing. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Anunoby, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Davis, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
No good with the triple. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Anunoby kicks to Davis. Offensive rebound. Another shot. It doesn't go for him.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
And the first one drops. And the Raptors with some changes. Boucher is checked in, and it's Powell in for Thomas. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Raptors shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. McCaw. The shot, no good. Curry with some nice D. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Toronto shooting an impressive 61% from the field in this third quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Ripped away. Now the Raptors moving it up. Warriors with the rebound. Passes it to Pascal. Smailagic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
McCaw with the bucket. McCaw has got 16.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Warriors shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. Kicks to Wiggins. Launches it. The shot comes out. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Anunoby, the 15-footer. Good. Anunoby's got 6 points in the quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Curry dishes to Wiggins. Great D that time from Davis.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Wiggins outside, down low. Here's Curry. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his third assist on the night. Here's Davis. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. He's got 14.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Inside, here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Davis. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
That basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup against the Nets, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Anunoby, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Shots good by Boucher. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Guarded by Powell. The pass to Pascal. To the paint. And good that time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's McCaw. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight. The Warriors shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. Curry's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Corner shot, and it falls over the rim and in. McCaw has got 6 in the quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Curry fires from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Davis with the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Feeds to Wiggins. Lays it up and banks it in. Wiggins has got 13 points.
They're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Baseline J on the way. Tries again. Boucher, and it's blocked. And they get it back. And so it's Toronto. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Raptors with the ball. From the wing. Kept alive. Unable to get that one.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And for the Raptors, they've got McCaw. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Davis, and it's Boucher in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on that when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Here's Poole after the Raptors pick up 2. to the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer on the way. But they recover it. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
McCaw, the baseline jumper goes down. McCaw has got 22.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
No one near him. That one goes in.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Basket counts. Ray, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
And the Warriors with possession here after the Raptors pick up 2, and it's denied. Left side, Davis pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Poole. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Almost, but it rolls out. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Toronto calls timeout.
Jordan Poole. 2 shots. Toronto with the timeout.
He's checked in for Golden State. Raptors also changing it up. Miller comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and Thomas subbed in for Davis.
Two shot.
The first one falls. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Warriors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Poole. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's McCaw. That one, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Drains the jumper to finish the break. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. For 3, the three-pointer is right on target. McCaw has got 16 here in the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Golden State moving it around. Here's Poole. It's deflected. Here's McCaw. Fires from the corner. Not going to go that time. Lets it go. Here's Chris. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
He has the tools and the physical advantages. Marquise Chris wanting to be more active on the offensive glass.
McCaw with the bucket.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right, all about communication.
That communication and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Pass to Chris. Here's Randall. Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Randall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Chris is such a versatile big man. I like to see him whip the ball over and get it to an open teammate.
And the Raptors call time here. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Toronto. Shoots from the corner, and there are the Raptors with another bucket. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Randall passes to Chris. Three-pointer. The rebound by Johnson.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And that one is good. Here's Poole. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot
Which is everything shooting, free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Here's Thomas, following the score by Golden State. Wasted no time on that one.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
The Warriors shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Chris, and Chris throws it down.
Chris finding a nice rhythm in this game and getting to the spots on the floor where he can be most effective.
Here's Thomas, and he gets the buckets. Thomas gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Randall against Thomas. Chris up top. Back to Randall. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. Randall's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors. Here's McCaw. Here's Boucher. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
Second free throw, no good. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Randall. Some solid defense from Johnson.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And stolen by Miller. Here's Boucher. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Boucher's got 6 points in the quarter.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And Chris throws it down.
Man, it seemed like Marquise Chris was not going to be denied, and he wasn't.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And so it's Golden State with it. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
The Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Randall surveying the D. From outside the arc, another three for Golden State.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
1:53 left in the game. Here's McCaw. He can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way with it. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And yes, it's good. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyle Lowry.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Golden State Warriors. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's blocked. It's stolen. Here's the floater. That one, no good. Toronto calls timeout. They're ahead by 34. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, congrats on the win. What did you guys want to accomplish and get this win?
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Thanks again, Kyle. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.